Good afternoon, everyone, my distinguished faculty and esteemed guests and dynamic student community. As we progress through our enriching journey of the one-week faculty development program on Dreamweaving, the art of turning ideas into creativity reality, the student training program on innovative training week, skills and development for the future. I am thrilled to welcome you to day 4. Reflecting on the impactful session from yesterday's on unlocking creativity, the strategies for innovative thinking, we continue our exploration into the transformative world of engineering and innovation. Today, our focus shifts to the entrepreneurial mindset. From the idea to enterprise, a pivotal theme that bridges the gap between innovative concepts and their practical application in the entrepreneurial world. It's my pleasure and honor to introduce today's esteemed speaker, Dr. Gokul Gopal, an assistant professor at Civita School of Engineering, Chennai. Dr. Gopal has completed his PhD in mechanical engineering from NIT Mizoram in collaboration with IIT Guwahati in 2023. His research notably published in SCI and Scopus Index journals primarily focuses on biomass and bioenergy production and utilization, marketing the significant strides in the renewable energy solution. Dr. Gopal brings a wealth of knowledge with over 3 years of teaching experience and 5 years of research experience in the areas such as biomass utilization, clean energy technologies, energy storage, and harvesting. His expertise extends to biomass classification, pyrolysis techniques, and the use of numerical modeling, computational fluid dynamics in advancing the efficiency of renewable energy students. Before we start our today's session, we want to introduce our guest and request to continue his speech. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the generous introduction about me. And it's my privilege to join this one week FDP. And I'm very much privileged to share one session over here. Am I audible?
Energy conservation auditing.
Hello? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the reply.
Current குறைக்கலாம். Repeat பண்ணேன்.
Hello. So for better viewability, I will be switching off the video call and I'll be using only the mic. I think that will be comfortable, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So I'm going to share my screen. If there is an issue, please let me know. So is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So before I begin the session, I'd like to, because generally moving into the topic, I have added few slides, and that slides will be just a mood lifter things. And so I'll be happy to share. I'll be happy to deliver the session on the entrepreneurial mindset from idea to enterprise. So these are the contents I will be discussing in this short seminar, starting with idea, the pathway to creating thinking, how to turn ideas into a creative output, who is an entrepreneur and how to become a successful entrepreneur, elements of startup, bootstrapping, and unicorn. Hope you all know this guy. This is none other than Steve Jobs. So what he has told about the idea is that, to me, ideas are worth nothing unless executed. They are just a multiplier. Execution is worth millions. And I am damn sure that these lines have moved millions of people around the world. The next one. The genius is when an idea and the execution of that idea are simultaneous. It was said by Albert Einstein. Next, what makes success is not your genuine idea, but the execution and the follow through around it. So this was said by Robin Sharma. He is the author of the number one best selling author, The Monk Who Sold the Ferrari, The 5 AM Club, The Everyday Hero Manifesto. So I'd like to begin my session with few picks, and I'll be so happy if you are happy to recognize all these things. As we know that our world was moved with genuine ideas and inventions from centuries, which date back to centuries, and we are very familiar with the meme that I have shown on the left side. This often comes in WhatsApp message or anything worth thinking. The another one is a Trojan horse. The Trojan horse was, yeah, we have seen the movie, and it was one of the epic idea that led to the victory in Rome. Then the most famous quote, "An idea can change your life." It was given by the idea itself, and still their ideas are not outdated. And I have added a compass also, and compass was one of the genuine invention that led all the travelers around the world to travel and seek and find all the places around the globe. And that was one of the genuine and scientific invention that is still in play. And the last one I have shown is one of the epic idea that was given in one of the movie named Bahubali. We have seen that the hero itself is asking his warriors to bend the palm and jump over the wall. And that idea is quite convincing. I'm not going into the systematic or technical way, but those are the ideas that we came through. So let's discuss what is this idea and how to generate idea and how to make an idea work. So idea generation is a skill that can be developed with practice. We all know that without practice, no idea comes. For that, we have to read books, we have to go through the articles, and we have to listen to the people around us. And don't be afraid to experiment, take risk, and think outside the box. So this is the word statement. Like, hello. It will be better if audience. I think the audio is low. Hello. Mic is turned on. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think one of the participants' mic is turned on. Please have a look onto it.
Dear
Yeah, Anand, I
participant,
think it's
Mr. Anand, please turn off your microphone. Mr. Anand.
okay. I think this will be duly taken care of. So, for generating an idea, we need a practice. We need to practice with the available resources. We need proper communication, and we have to read thoroughly. And the worthy thing is that never try to make an experiment, take risks, and once when you are willing to take the risk and do the experiment, and then only we will come out of the box. It's just like staying in a well. Means the story of a frog staying in a well. It can only see the light, but it can never come out unless the water comes up. Okay. So the pathway to creative thinking. So what is creative thinking and how to define a proper pathway? So let's see what are the goals and what are the steps to achieve a creative thinking. So the pathway to the creative thinking begins with defining your goal or the problem. So for any problem, we have to define the goal first. Then only we can move to the next stage. So without a goal, nothing will be work. So in the pathway to the creative thinking, defining a goal is of ultimate importance. So here we have to clearly articulate what you want to achieve or the problem you want to solve. So So having a clear focus will guide your ideation process. And coming to the research and gather information. So once we have defined our goal, so it is our ultimate importance and ultimate need to gather the required data and do the extensive research to pursue the idea. For that, we have to educate ourselves about the topic or the problem that is at hand. For that, reading books, articles, watching videos, and blogs are never outdated. So unless we go through these things, no fresh idea will come up to the mind. So it's all about gathering as much as information as possible, and this will help you to understand and locate the landscapes and potential gaps and seize the opportunities. Then comes the brainstorming. So brainstorming, you are familiar with the word brainstorming, the extensive use of the brain for thinking and ideation process. So brainstorming is still the classic technique for idea generation. So set aside time to generate ideas without judgment and write down every idea that comes to your mind, no matter how wild or unconventional they are. And quantity is a key during this stage. And this brainstorming similarly applies when you are trying for a patent or a design patent or something. So recently I have framed 3 patents, and those things came out of my extensive idea and thoughts. So I follow these creative thinking steps. Like I used to write down whatever idea, whether it is dumb or scientific, or I won't check the quality or quantity. Yeah, quantity matters. I won't check the quality, but I will write down whatever comes in my mind. And out of 19 ideas I framed, I filed 5 patents, design patents, and 3 got granted. Okay, so if you make the number more from that, you can you, you can omit out the unrelevant things, and finally the relevant ones will come to you, and that will come to a better product. Then comes the mind mapping. So create a mind map to visually organize your thoughts and ideas, and this is very important. So we have to begin with a single step or problem and branch out the related ideas or solutions. So once when we have a definite idea, so we can think about branching out from the central idea. That is, if we have a particular idea, means suppose we are going to make a innovative water tap uh, with pressure monitor or a pressure gauge or something. So we obviously we don't know at what pressure the water comes out. So if you are dealing with some kind of things, so we have to branch out the ideas like, so this particular tap I'm making with a pressure gauge. So what else can I do with the same pressure tap, or what else modification could be done, like providing a digital display, all those things. So it may feel awkward in the beginning, but once when we redefine the ideas again and again, this will come out to be a better product. So the mind mapping can help you see connections between different concepts, and also it sparks new ideas. Reverse thinking. So in reverse thinking, we have to consider problem and goal from a different perspective. So instead of asking, how can I solve this problem? We have to ask, what would exacerbate this problem? Or what if the opposite way true? So we have to think either way. What if I go there, or what if don't go there, or what if I go sideways? So if we try to propose or try to rule out all the possibilities, then it will be a clear idea. It becomes the central topic. So there is a reverse thinking can lead to innovative solutions by challenging assumptions and exploring unconventional ideas. Then comes the next step, analogous inspiration. You have to look for inspiration in unrelated fields and industries. So simultaneously drawing parallels between the problem and solutions found in different contexts. So for example, if you're trying to improve customer service or reduce fraud, you might look into the hospitality or online support services for inspiration. So without any supporting examples or relevant data, cannot move forward. If it's just a scheme, it's just the same. If you are going to make a new cuisine, new food, we cannot make it unless we have the idea of what kind of masalas or something we have to put over there. Okay. So, like that, we have to formulate our own idea. We have to clearly refine what is required and what is not required, and we have to look for the similar parallel opportunities or what is going on out in the field, whether it is relevant or irrelevant field. whatever it is required, we can easily grasp. Then comes prototype and test. So once you have a few promising ideas, create the prototypes or small scale experiments to test them out. So this will be a very good thing, as this could involve creating a mock-up and building a pilot or getting feedback from potential users. Testing your ideas early can also help you identify strength and weakness and refine your concept further. So this is one of the important phases in idea. Like once if you make the prototypes before it goes into the goes as a final product in the market, you will get to know. See, just like yeah, we have different products like cosmetics, whatever we have. So what we try to do is that before the cosmetic product gets totally launched into the market, sample size means particular samples of particular milligrams will be sold through the website or as offline market at a reduced price, or even if they are sold it free. So just after getting the customer experience and the feedbacks, they will refine it, they will improve it, and then they will consider how to sell the final product or what and all changes will be made onto the final product. So prototyping testing is really important. Then comes iterate and refine. Here, continuously iterate on your ideas based on feedbacks and insights gathered during the testing. Also be open to making changes and improvements along the way, as the ideation process is iterative and the best ideas often emerge through refinement and iteration. So keep on refining your prototype, whatever you are making for or you are trying to invent, you keep on refining it, keep on iterating it again and again, and finally you will get the best product out to the market. Collaboration and feedback. So don't hesitate to seek out, excuse me, pardon. Yeah, collaboration and feedback. So never hesitate to seek input and feedback from others. So finally, only this matters. So if we see the Flipkart or Amazon for any particular item that we are trying to buy, so first thing what we do is that we will go through the reviews about that product, and there we can see genuine reviews and non-genuine reviews also we can see. So we will try to rule out the best review and whatever we feel to be genuine, then we definitely will be going for buying that product, right? So in case of idea generation also, collaboration and feedback is really important. Here we will collaborate with the colleagues, friends, mentors, or experts in the field to generate new perspectives and insights. Sometimes a new idea or new innovation emerges from those ideas through collaboration. Feedback can help you validate your ideas, identify blind spots, and refine your concept furthermore. Then comes reflect and learn. Finally, take time to reflect on your ideation process, that what worked well or what could be improved next time. And this is how it reflects and learns. So just like we see any of the apps that we use in our smartphones, so we can see that once the app is introduced, they will deliver an update within 1 month. So why do you think they give the update? Maybe they have got a feedback like this thing could be added, and this if this thing is added it would be better. So if I take the example of the social platform Instagram, the Instagram would begin as just a platform for sharing photos and videos, and then came the chat option, then came the call enabled option, all those things. So upon their ideas were generated from the feedback they received, and it finally reflected and it came to be a better product. So learning from your experiences will make you a more effective idea generator in the future. Of course, you are also a collaborator, you are also a mentor for someone's idea, so you have to give out your best. Then comes how to turn ideas into creative output. The first thing to turn your ideas to creative output is that you should have a clarity in your vision, or you should clarify your vision. Start by clearly defining your idea and the creative output you want to achieve, and rule out what is the purpose or goal of your project, or what message do you want to convey. And having a clear vision will guide your creation process, and it will make it easier. Then gathering inspiration and doing extensive research work. Books, articles, artworks, or case studies are never outdated. Never throw it away. Those books are epic and they still hold vital information that are not explored. Then comes brainstorm and conceptualize. You can consider different angles, styles, and formats, and you can sketch out rough ideas. You can create mood boards or use mind maps to visualize your concepts. Then comes developing a plan. Once you have identified a concept you want to pursue, develop a detailed plan for the execution and turn small tasks into milestones. Prototype and iterate. So, like I discussed in the earlier slides, so here also the prototype is of very much importance. So once in you are making a prototype for your idea, you can keep on iterating it and refine it and make it better. And next comes embrace the constraints. So whatever constraints you have, embrace the constraints as opportunities for creative problem solving, whether it's limited resources or time constraints or technical limitations. Let it be, whatever it is, embrace your constraints and turn those constraints into better milestones. Then do the experiment and take the risk. Never be afraid to do the experiment and take the risk. Sometimes the best idea lies in those risks. Feedback and collaboration. Like I mentioned earlier, it is a total teamwork. So once you have done something, never feel bad or never feel down to discuss something with your colleague or friend. Sometimes the best idea even may come from your team. So try to discuss these things with your family or your friends or colleagues or your mentors. They will help you. Then comes refine and polish. So as you near the completion of your idea, it's time to refine and polish your creative output. And also you should pay attention to the every minor detail such as aesthetics, craftsmanship, and these revisions has to be done as needed to ensure that your final products meets your standards. Then comes celebrate and share. So whatever ideas you have, once you have deployed it, celebrate it and share your work with others through exhibitions, presentations, publications, or online platforms. I want to remind you that creativity is a process and each step presents an opportunity for growth and exploration. Now we will see who is an entrepreneur. So a man without ideas and vision is never an entrepreneur. So for that, I wanted to discuss about idea generation or creative thinking. Now let's see who is an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is someone who organizes and operates a business or businesses taking on financial risk in pursuit of profit or other goals. So it's not always about the profit, it's about the goals. Ultimately, the goal matters. Entrepreneurs are known for their innovative ideas, willingness to take risks, and ability to turn ideas into reality. They often identify opportunities in the market, develop plans, secure funding, and oversee the day-to-day operations of the venture. And although there are no definitions for an entrepreneur, I will stick on with the innovative idea. A man with innovative idea can definitely become a good entrepreneur. The entrepreneurial mindset. So, the entrepreneurial mindset encompasses a set of attitudes, behaviors, and skills that enable the individuals to seek and identify the opportunity, take calculated risk, and turn the ideas into successful enterprises. So here we have to see that uh, none of the entrepreneurs came up with a golden spoon. That's a it's just like a folk story or a folk tale. The entrepreneurs are never rich. The one who are having creative ideas only become the entrepreneurs, and then they become rich through their profit or their circle. So an entrepreneur should recognize his opportunities. And entrepreneurs have a knack of identifying opportunities where others see challenges or problems. They are keen observants, curious, and constantly scanning their environment for unidentified or unmet needs or emerging trends or gaps in the market. So, this is where the real game comes. It's all about the opportunity recognition. Then comes creativity and innovation. The entrepreneurs are creative thinkers who can get or generate novel ideas and solutions to address the opportunities they have identified. Risk taking and resilience. As we know that it's all about taking the risk and taking a step forward that might change the mindset and an entrepreneur's life. And entrepreneurship involves taking risks, whether it is investing time, money, or resources into a new venture. And he is a person who can understand that failure is a natural part of the journey and are resilient in the face of setbacks. They learn from their failures, adapt, and persevere in pursuit of their goals. So ultimately, a failure is never a matter. You should fail to make it better, and then you will reach your ultimate goal. Then comes the vision and goal setting. A successful entrepreneurs have a clear vision for their business and set ambitious yet achievable goals to guide their efforts. They know where they want to go and develop strategies to get there, breaking down their vision into actionable steps. Action orientation. Proactive, decisive, and resourceful, seizing opportunities and overcoming obstacles with determination and agility is much required for an entrepreneur. It should be quick, decisive, and should have the sufficient resources to seize the opportunities and turn the negatives into positives. Resourcefulness and problem solving. The entrepreneurs are adept problem solvers who can navigate uncertainty and ambiguity. They leverage their creativity, ingenuity, and networks to find solutions to the challenges they encounter along the way. And most important, it's about adaptability and flexibility. The entrepreneur's journey is always adopted by, it should be adaptable and he should be flexible. So this journey is often characterized by the change in unpredictability, and the entrepreneurs must be adaptable and flexible, willing to pivot their strategies based on the feedbacks received, market conditions, or new informations. Networking and relationship building. Building strong relationships with customers, partners, investors, and other stakeholders is crucial for entrepreneurial success. The entrepreneurs are skilled networkers who cultivate connections, seek advice, and collaborate with others to support their ventures. Continuous learning and growth. Continuous learning is the most important thing. So, at one point, if we feel like we are entrepreneurs and if we have gained so much and we are profitable, people might stop learning. They won't even mind others. And definitely, that can give them a setback. So, continuous learning is an inevitable process, and entrepreneurs have a growth mindset, constantly seeking opportunities to learn, grow, and improve. They invest in their own development, seek feedback, and embrace new challenges as opportunities for growth and innovation. Ethical leadership and social responsibility. Entrepreneurship is not just about making money, it's also about creating value for society and contributing to positive change. The entrepreneurs uphold high ethical standards, demonstrate integrity in their actions, and consider the social and environmental impact of their businesses. Now, moving on to the startup. So, all these things are connected: idea, entrepreneurs, and startup. Let's see what are the elements of startup, which also discuss bootstrapping and unicorn. Startup ecosystem consists of and startups are various stage entrepreneurs, startup team members, investors, mentors, advisors, other entrepreneurial people, people from related organizations, and also it's a collective collaboration of big companies, universities, funding organizations, service providers, research organizations, and support organizations. So, a startup is a newly established company designed to grow rapidly, often with innovative products or services. So, we are familiar with most number of startups, and I would like to call the startup like the Grow app. It began as a startup, and now it is a total one of the flourished unicorn. Uh, Pardon if it's a mistake. Uh, the Grow app, as to my knowledge, received the best funding from US as of now. So a startup is newly established company, like I told, and startups typically operate in dynamic and competitive markets, aiming to disrupt existence industries or create new ones. The key elements of a startup include a scalable business model, a focus on innovation, a lean and agile approach to operations, strong emphasis on growth, or concept. So, like an entrepreneur's mind, for a startup also we need an idea or a concept. So every startup begins with an idea or a concept for a product, service, or solution to a problem, and this idea forms a foundation upon which the startup is built. Market opportunity: the startups identify the target as a specific market opportunity where there is demand for their product or service. Then comes the founding team. The founding team is a critical element of the startup, and it normally consists of individuals with complementary skills and expertise. The team is responsible for driving the vision, strategy, and execution of the startup goals. Business model: startups develop a business model that outlines how they will create, deliver, and capture value from their offerings. This include revenue streams, cost structure, customer acquisition channels, and pricing strategies. Prototype or minimum viable product, or MVP. The startups often create prototypes or MVPs to test their ideas and gather feedback from early adopters. The market entry strategy. This is one of the important things. Like the startups develop a market entry strategy to launch a product or service and gain traction in the market. So for this, they will be waiting for the right opportunity to make the entry. So this may involve targeting specific customer segments, geographic regions, or distribution channels. Then comes funding. The startups require capital to fund their operations, product development, and growth initiatives. The funding sources may include bootstrapping, that means using the personal savings to start the uh, means to begin the startup or whatever you want to begin. Even if it's a just shop, medical shop or something, you need a personal savings of fund, and it involves the funds from friends, family. Then also the sources may have from genuine sources like angel investors, venture capital, or crowdfunding platforms. Technology and infrastructure. The many startups leverage technology to develop innovative products or solutions, and this may include software platforms, hardware devices, or digital tools that enable the delivery of their offerings. Customer acquisition and retention. The startup focuses on acquiring and retaining the customers to drive growth and revenue, which involves implementing marketing, sales, and customer support strategies to attract and retain the loyal customers. Scalability. The startups aim to create scalable businesses that can grow rapidly and efficiently. This requires designing scalable process systems and infrastructure that can support growth without sacrificing quality and performance. Culture and value. The startups often cultivate a unique culture and set of values that align with their mission and vision. This includes fostering innovation, collaboration, transparency, and a customer centric mindset. Adaptability and resilience. The startups operate in dynamic and uncertain environments, so the adaptability and resilience are essential traits. The startups must be able to pivot their strategies, iterate on their products, and navigate the challenges effectively. Bootstrapping. So, bootstrapping is a first phase or the zeroth phase of a start. So, bootstrapping is a method of starting and growing a business with minimal external resources or capital so as to avoid massive losses. Instead of relying on external funding sources such as venture capital or bank loans, bootstrapped startups fund their operations and growth through personal savings, revenue generated from early customers, or profits reinvested back into the business. Unicorn. In the context of startups and entrepreneurship, a unicorn refers to a privately held company that has achieved a valuation of $1 billion or more. And these companies are rare and highly coveted in the startup ecosystem due to their rapid growth, disruptive innovation, and substantial market potential. So, uh, in the context of India, as of 3rd October 2023, and India now is a home for 111 unicorns with a total valuation of $349.67 billion. And the year 2021, 2020, and 2019 saw the birth of maximum number of Indian unicorns with 45, 11, and 7, and each unicorns coming up in 7 unicorns coming up each year respectively. So as we see that the COVID outbreak was also a cause for the uh, information technology department to grow out big, and we have seen the rise of new new companies and new startups, of course, new startups, and even there are billionaires with who started with the selling of mask and sanitizers itself. So whenever there is an opportunity and the entrepreneur seeks out the opportunity, he grabs the opportunity and he put holes on the market. That's how a startup works. So as we see now, India's position is third in the, means if we consider the total number of unicorns, the first is US, second will be China, and the third will be India. And Elon Musk, SpaceX, ByteDance China, angel investors, Septo, Incred Finance, etc. from India are few of the unicorns among them. So with this, I would like to wind up my short session on entrepreneurial mindset, and I'll be happy if you have any queries for this. Thank you. I'm open to queries. If you have any queries, we will can discuss. Hello, Suman.
Any query? Any participant? Okay, thank you, Mr. Gopal, for that enlightening session. And I hope that every participant should enrich this session. Before I start today, we conclude. We would like to remind everyone that tomorrow marks the final day of our program, and please join us on February 15th for Bridging Theory and Practice, aligning the solution and market needs, featuring Dr. Vishal Dey from the National Power Training Institute, Northeastern Region, Ministry of Power, Guwahati, Assam. It promises to be a captivating session that explores the critical alignment of innovative solutions with market demand. Thank you once again for your active participation today. We look forward to seeing you for next in the next session. From we concluding this session of our program, we continue to stay curious and driven towards making a difference with innovation. Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for this opportunity. I'll hope to see you again. Bye.
Mute, mute, mute.